They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a crease. It's Wilkins. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And it's not as easy as you think on these 3rd and shorts when you know they're running the football to get a stop. And the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense. Getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. Do they want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum? Big stop by this defense.
They'll run for it. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Knights in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Knights have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quarterback adapted. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilkins. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He now has 79 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! They get it into opportunity.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's dragged down. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
14, UCF.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. He's got his man there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Unleashes one deep. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Powers through. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Knights are flying down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The give to the tailback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. No huddle here for the offense. The inside handoff. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hale. Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those guys behind them, supplement with the portal. Listen, it's an ongoing hard task, but that's what these coaches have to do nowadays.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the returner is stopped.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Wilkins. Snowed under by the defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wilkins. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Jones. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Knights are marching down the field.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt.
To kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab at the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
UCF.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so...
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to throw again. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Third down coming.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Jones. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, UCF! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3.
UCF 20.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Knights want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The RPO, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. It's third down.
Can it be?
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Military stomp.
It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's now
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Tosses it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. They found a way to get in the run, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
I was ready for this fourth down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Good. Turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Wilkins. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They boot it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He now has 110 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this. offense from the opening whistle. They have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Knights line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job.